Welcome back to the floor of my room. Hello. Sorry for the singing. Today we have book enthusiasm, as we always do. We're going to talk about a book. It is called Nyctophobia, and or Nyctophobia, whichever one is the better pronunciation. And it is by Christopher Fowler, and I was lucky enough to get, again, my claw hands into a early release edition. So let's just jump right into it. Let's just talk about the book. General side note, in case you didn't know, Nyctophobia is the fear of darkness. So what is it all about? Well, I've tried to tell you 4 times what it's about in my own words, and I keep tragically messing it up. So I'll let the author tell you what it's about. There are 2 things you need to know about haunted houses. 1, there's never been an actual authenticated haunted house. 2, it's not the house that's haunted, but the person. Callie is a young architectural student who marries Mateo, a wine importer, and moves to a grand old house in southern Spain. Hyperion House is flooded with light. It also has a mute gardener, a sinister housekeeper, and the sealed dark servants' quarters that nobody has the keys for. And although initially happy and taking care of Mateo's daughter, Callie can't help but being drawn to the dark, empty rooms at the back of the house, and she becomes convinced that someone is living there. Uncovering the house's history, she discovers the shocking truth. As Callie's fear of the darkness returns, she comes to understand the true nature of evil. It sounds scary already. Okay, so my thoughts on it all. The first thought that I want you to know is this book terrified me. Yep, I am not ashamed to admit that. It took me a while to read because every time I did, I would get scared and have to put it down. And then came to the conclusion that I could only read it during the daylight hours when I had time, or at nighttime when I was sure that someone else was awake. Because a couple of times I did read it while in bed, and then no one would be awake, and I would have to go to the kitchen or the bathroom and have to pass all these dark rooms on the way. And I was convinced that like a monster was going to come out and eat me. Then one time I read in bed and I went to turn off the light and I lay there in the darkness and all I could think was, oh my god, if I open my eyes there's going to be a figure staring loomingly at me from the corner. And I had to turn the lights back on and wait till the sun came up to go to sleep. That was my life. Number 2, the writing style, as I always mention. I didn't have a problem with the writing style. I liked it. Your narrator throughout this whole book is Callie. She reads it to you as if it's already happened. She tells it to you as if it's already happened, which I thought was cool. The other characters are nice to get to know. They're all interesting characters, but Callie is obviously the best. You really go on the journey with her, or you get invested, I guess, in her journey, and you will feel like you're going mad along with her, which I really like that effect. Let me see. This book is a hard one to critique, I guess, because I can't really tell you what I felt about it properly, or like not properly, but in depth, because there's so much. It's quite complicated that if I say things, it will spoil it for you. So I don't want to do that. So I will just tell you this. Obviously it scared me, and it kind of hindered my reading because it was scary, but because it's the nature of that genre, I guess, that's to be expected that it's going to scare you. Other people will probably handle it better than I did. That marks it down like half a star for me because I've never read anything like this before and I'm not sure that I would again just because I was so scared. Story-wise, it is very thought out. I will definitely say that. The author put a lot of thought into it. And sometimes I found it a bit confusing. The climax I didn't see coming, but even the explanation of the climax for me was a little bit, kind of went over my head. I was trying to think, well, how did we get to this point? And I don't feel this is explained or this is explained, or you know, so on. I would recommend that people, sorry, again, thought I saw a spider. That's probably like 3 videos that I've said to you, there's a spider. I would recommend that you give it a try, especially if you're into paranormal or horror. Yeah, I think there are definitely people out there who will enjoy it more than I did and will be able to give it a better critique. But I will say that I liked it, and that it wasn't an enjoyable read because I was scared, but it was an interesting read. That's about it. That's all I can really feel I can tell you without ruining the story for you. So if you read it and you like it, let me know, or you don't like it, let me know. And also someone else has to tell me that they were as scared as I was, because I know I won't be the only one. And if I am, I will stand in solidarity with myself. Thank you all for listening to my ramblings and putting up with my singing. And I'll talk to you next time. Have an excellent day. Happy whatever day you're watching this on. Bye.